bows, plenty of movement speed to be able to disengage. So I think this is just going to come down to a lot of who, like, he is a brawler. He wants to be doing that sort of thing. So maybe, especially now, considering they saw the Spirit Siphon not leveled.
He's always
rolling, man.
I don't know who's going to come out on top. Jabs, he doesn't have the Fairy Fire to play with, and Uragi swipes first blood in our game one. DJ was trying to chase down Tiger to get some revenge, but oh gee, what a way to kick off our first game.
Jabs, he wants to make sure he's level 3, and he wants to make sure that he does it safely. Here we go again. This time maybe for Tiger.
They're about to get to level 2, but the creeps aren't falling. Oh, so close to finding that little bit of experience required for Tiger to work with the rebound. It was 4 experience shy. No creeps went down, unfortunately for him, so there we go. Fnatic able to rectify that previous death, but Tiger will come back with some extra resources to play with now. As we take a look at something.
Particularly level 3 that you're looking for in this bot lane. Against an IO, you want to be able to, like, outlast
trouble. Uragi in the time dilation. The shards are going to hold him back for the moment, but Uragi instantly time walks over. The blockade was not enough to stop OG. The second kill picked up for them in this top lane. Bunch of damage being dealt down bottom, but we do see no rotations come out just yet. Top lane, no Tiger. Gonna be in some trouble. 3 levels that DJ is able to play with, that extra little bit of control to keep him alive long enough to get the zip back to the high ground. And even Tiger's looking to play tag as well and jump back in instead. They're looking to get aggressive onto DJ, but he's got the snowball to be able to buy some time. Up to the high ground he goes. BZM's got some mana to work with, but they won't continue to chase. Instead, they're going to be cautious. However, Bryle,
maybe they just really want to make sure that they're securing these targets and blowing people up. As speaking of Tomato,
they're starting to come out, but Tomato, nice rotation. Bryle drops the clear onto 3. They'll get the kill into Tomato, but what is the price to pay? The Seb, he's not going to be able to escape. DJ is on point. A beautiful shard to block the escape avenue as... Uh-oh, not only the core, but they've got the chaotic offering as well to work with. Bryle lands the ultimate. Oh, they cancel the relocate as well. Dubu, a perfectly placed golem, is going to be able to stop the defensive factor of getting BZM out. And now Uragi, his time walked in as well. Uragi's going to be in a little bit of trouble, considering about dropping the chronosphere to turn him around. The shards is off the mark though, so they will not be able to protect Bryle, but they haven't killed the Puck just yet. Bryle still alive, gets the jaunt down, but the tower
they see him.
Should finally finish the job. So OG...
Really want to try and get aggressive. The double damage.
Look at this bottom lane. They just blow up Amara. Now Tiger's in trouble as well. Fnatic making sure this tower doesn't go for free. And back in the river though, Jabs, he's going to be in some trouble. Playing with the Spirit Siphon. Dubu nearby as well with the 3 points in the Shadow Word. Is the sustain going to be enough? It's not. DJ with a snowball cooldown can't buy some time for the Death Prophet. But the rest of Fnatic are looking to rotate. They will make sure that is not a free pick. Mars even considering about getting involved as well. This is going to be difficult for Fnatic. They have to make sure they don't get jumped. Tiger's going to lead into the pit with Bryle. He's able to reposition, and now with the Chrono from Uragi onto 3, but where is the damage follow-up? BZM's going to whip this into the middle, but they're barely tickling. Jabs and up to the north. The rock gets dropped, and it controls OG. They can't escape from the mouth of the pit as Fnatic. They lose 1, but they'll take so much more away from OG. BZM just gets a little bit of mana back thanks to the soaring, but Bryle is on pursuit. It's going to make sure BZM will not escape as Fnatic continuing this advantage as well. So as long as they group up, it's going to be very difficult for OG to play with. We see Tiger throughout the jungle is going to be in a bit of trouble. Runs into multiple heroes on Fnatic. And
there's that coil.
Bryle and Fnatic are everywhere. An easy kill. It's vision. That's all what it comes down to.
And pushing out for them.
Bryle, he's got the blink and haste to be able to close the distance. BZM's going to be in trouble. They caught him out. The Storm Spirit's got some heroes playing behind him, but there's nothing OG can do with these. They're going to be cautious top lane though. Jabs is by himself for the moment. Tomato is actually nearby. Look at the damage of the Soul Take on Uragi.
Got him.
Oh no! Jabs just rips them apart one by one. They stand no chance in the offlane Death Prophet.
We're even going to have a little bit of that residual damage coming through from the Exorcism from this tier 2 tower. Won't be enough to take it, but with that glyph being used, it really does feel like...
The bottom outpost should be able to scout out Bryle moving bottom. They need to run into Seb. They haven't caught the
15 seconds
guy
on the
in the
reload
tree
though.
line. Tomato's going to be able to find him. And oh, look at that. A defensive chrono forced out, but Dubu drops the rock. They've got the snowball to cancel the TP as well. As OG, they were playing with the ward by the outpost. They knew that the lads on Fnatic was starting.
Got 30 seconds left on that Aegis. Ryle again just gets another one of these power runes. It's illusion.
We're going to see 7 in the tree line. So another freebie coming through from Fnatic. And you are... This T2 tower will go uncontested, so Fnatic is just getting whatever they would like across the map.
They don't want to lose any more space to be able to farm. Again, like I said, they are a greedy team. They want to make sure that all 3 of their cores, at very minimum, a couple of lanes of racks.
Rocky, he jumped in, and he's not going to be playing with the BKB. They're going to look to target Tomato down, but a Snowball will buy some time to get the abilities off and turn towards the backline. They're trying to deal with Seb at the moment. Meanwhile, inside the middle, they've controlled BZM with the claw. They still haven't even dealt with Tomato as OG. The damage issues are really starting to be prevalent towards the middle stage as they do at least get the relocate out, but we just see they don't have the answers. Jabs is so sustained.
Storm Spirit, of course. Him as well as Dubu are the main targets of that jump.
Onto the toss. Jab's going to be nearby to try and break the combo. And Jab's going to be playing with the exorcism as well, but the rest of Fnatic a little bit too late to connect. DJ's going to be able to blink to the northern side. They still haven't dealt with Jabs just yet, but there's the rock. Holds them back. Brian's in the middle as well, and they get rid of the Faceless Void. No threat of the Chronosphere to turn this team fight back around as Fnatic. They'll find a second. Moving into the tree line they go as well.
Got the Aegis. You can have the puck going first because we've got the Dream Coil.
He gets the jump.
Ooh, nice chrono.
Beautiful chrono from Yuragi, and they're going to be able to bring down Bryle. Okay, OG, can they continue with the start they've had so far? They're going to try and chain this into the task kill, but BZM is going to be conscious of his mana pool because it's out. Tomato chases him down. They get a 2 for 2. They'll look to Yuragi next. A BKB and a time walk up to the high ground. But that is some signs of life, honestly. How much gold do they get out of that kill on Bryle?
Do get in.
Roggy, he just time walked into the middle, and Tiger, he also just jumped up in the high ground as well. Looking to drop a ward down to be able to play with the information. It's enabling BZM to try and deal with the backline. The chrono's out. It's only onto Jabs at the moment, but the BKB protecting him, and Jabs, can they ever get the kill to the death profit? Finally, Yuragi. The help of the Bashes is enough to secure the kill. They're going to try and turn their attention to Bryle, but this slippery puck is not easy to control.
Still, though, that's a buyback being used by DJ and a couple of kills. You know, they also don't exactly have that vision control, but Ryle, he feels invincible.
This guy's ballsy. He's got DJ to be working with as well. Tomato's going to look to charge in the middle, but there's the T4 towers, lads. You have to pay some respect. The Fatal Bonds are onto multiple heroes, though. Look at Fnatic. They don't give a damn. They want them out of this game. They've had firm control.
He just got back.
And into an instant dieback, and they've had enough as OG will tap out of game 1. Fnatic, with only 2 of their main members from the roster, come in with 3.